Well, Chelsea go to the Hills Dickens Stadium for the first time, and it is must win. I say this every game, but my oh my, have Chelsea been handed a lifeline here. Manchester United drew to Bournemouth at home. Well, Manchester United drew to Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium. Liverpool dropped points, all 3 points at the Amex Stadium. Chelsea handed yet another boost. Can we take advantage of it? It's been a nightmare couple of games for us.
Manchester United drew.
It has been 2 wins out of 6, and I'm kind of glad Chelsea are not playing at home, considering our home form has been absolutely atrocious. But this is an opportunity against an Everton side who have pretty much are where they're supposed to be after starting off the campaign well, just tapering off towards the middle of the season, as David Moyes still has European ambitions, and a victory here will just close that gap to Chelsea with just 2 points, 5 points separating 6th from 10th here. Joao Pedro, another critical game from his point of view. Chelsea leaning on the Brazilian, depending on him, as 3 points must here for Chelsea. Well, Liam Rossini has come under some considerable criticism, and rightfully so. We have seen Chelsea dip, and really poorly. Results have been at a premium. That victory against Aston Villa away might serve as a nice blueprint here. Chelsea desperate need for 3 points here today after Manchester United drew and Liverpool lost. Chelsea massive opportunity. Well, some very interesting calls by Liam Rossini, especially at centre-back, with Jarell Hato playing for the first time in Chelsea colours as a proper left-sided centre-half. Yes, he played that at Ajax as Beto here on the right-hand side. He's just driving forward. Chelsea caught on the back foot early. Here's Dwight McNeil. Beto is onside. Cucurella tries to close him down. Good start here from Everton. Chelsea backpedaling already. Here's O'Brien. Tries to get past Pedro Neto. Neto helps out defensively. Everton, good start here, but that all comes from a bit of sloppiness there from Chelsea. The pivot there from Everton will certainly be a key. Idrissa Gana Gueye and, of course, James Garner against Moises Caicedo and Romeo Lavia picked ahead of Andres Santos in the pivot today. Big game for Lavia, man. We have been desperate for him to take the pitch, especially to start games. He's finally gotten a start here today. I think this is his first start in the Premier League. And we are in the end of March. He's yet to complete 90 minutes for us in his 3rd season now. It's time for Lavia to have a very good end to the campaign. Help us, boost us. We need every single player in that squad to step up, with Chelsea floundering here. Well, Chelsea's back 4 with Rob Sanchez in goal. 9 clean sheets for Chelsea. That has not changed for a very long time. We were neck and neck with Manchester City and Arsenal, and those two clubs have just pulled away. Now Chelsea are joined 6th in that department, which is a real poor indictment in terms of our inability to keep clean sheets. Romeo Lavia being put under pressure there by Iliman Ndiaye. He's the player I'm worried about the most for Everton. The number 10, he gives me hectic stress. Such as the baller that is the Senegalese. We're talking about Senegal. You saw that crazy decision by AFCON to hand the African Nations Cup of Trophy to Morocco, which I'm not sure if there was confirmed news, but the captain Ashraf Hakimi turned that offer down. Bit of a farce there. I mean, it's been a couple of months since that tournament finished, and to have a ruling like that now makes no sense there, as David Moyes trying to make sure that Chelsea are kept at bay here. Everton not getting into this game in the back of good form here. 2 wins out of 5, but better than Chelsea. 2 wins out of 6. That 2-0 loss to Arsenal, and it was the late show by Victor Gyökeres, and of course Max Daumann becoming the youngest ever Premier League goal scorer. What's up, Mr. Kashishpal? Thank you. It's the summer haircut. Mada aa gaya. Here's Dwight McNeil. Tomorrow, Carabao Cup finals. What's the scene? Liya ke nahi? Fan code pass. 25-30 bucks, Ray. Easy. There's Jordan Pickford. 3 minutes on the clock. Chelsea yet to get going here, but thankfully from a Chelsea point of view, Everton have been pretty much toothless in attack. Iliman Ndiaye though up against Malo Gusto. That'll be a battle that will certainly draw eyeballs. Gusto is a good 1v1 defender, but will need a lot of help especially with Caicedo or Romeo Lavia shuffling across to just fill into that gap. Arsenal to win everything. That's my worst nightmare, my friend. Worst nightmare. And the worst part is it's possible. It's very much possible. It's got a comfortable draw in the FA Cup, Carabao Cup final tomorrow, favourites to win the Premier League, favourable side of the Champions League. I mean, whew, terrible. We'll wait and see. One game at a time. Well, Everton going to the front four of Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, former Chelsea player, of course, for one season only after we bought him from Leicester City. Ooh, Chelsea give the ball away there. Wesley Fofana, what have you done there? Here's Dewsbury Hall. Thankfully, Caicedo comes on the wrong side and makes the challenge. Fofana, that is a suicide pass. He cannot be doing that, man. Not after picking up a red card against Burnley. Not after having the shocker of the games that he's been having. Nearly threw one there. And Dewsbury Hall, I'm surprised he didn't go for goal. Here's the Ukrainian Mykolenko. Finds Iliman Ndiaye. Mykolenko again. Clever pass to the Senegalese. Ball into the box. Good defending again. Caicedo has been phenomenal in terms of interceptions. Here's Joao Pedro. 14 Premier League goals and 5 assists for Joao Pedro. I mean, talk about return on investment and then some. Joao Pedro has been that, but the same can't be said about the rest of the Chelsea recruits this season. Man, Monish, what the hell was that pass, bro? Wesley Fofana, I am looking at you today, bro. You are the senior most in that back line. Better not have one of those games. I was so disappointed not to see Josh Archipong in the starting 11, especially with Mamadou Sarr having a real shocker against PSG and then Trevor Chalobah pretty much turning his ankle backwards. I thought this was a game for Josh Archipong, especially with the physical presence of Everton. Not just Barry and Beto as the centre forward, but Tarkowski and then, of course, Michael Keane as the centre halves. Chelsea's ability to defend set pieces is certainly our Achilles heel. And to just reduce the height with Hato as the centre half is a concern. Here's Moises Caicedo. Good football this from Chelsea. Caicedo fizzes the pass onto the left-hand side. Neto's pace means that he can keep it in play. Here's Marc Cucurella. Chelsea looking for a good start here at the Hills Dickens Stadium. Caicedo with the strike. I don't think it has taken a deflection though, but Chelsea looking to be on the front foot here. I'm glad that Chelsea are not playing at home, but I'm also a bit worried that Chelsea's form, especially away at Everton, is pretty much a nightmare. I think the last time we won there was under Thomas Tuchel. It was Tuchel versus Lampard and a Jorginho penalty, if I'm not mistaken. That was 4 years ago, man. I mean, so much has happened since then. Our manager's changed, the ownership has changed. Jeez. And now Chelsea find ourselves in what could be our banter era, man. I mean, I can't believe how it went pear-shaped from the Club World Cup to this, man. Not surprised. There were some underlying factors, but the fact that it's gone tits up this way, oof. Chelsea in a real dogfight, but we're getting so much help from the league, man. Bournemouth doing us a huge solid. And then, of course, Brighton taking all 3 points against Liverpool. Brighton were full value for it. I mean, they could have put 3 or 4 past them. Liverpool, as bad as we are, I mean, Liverpool look worse. I don't know how that's possible. Maybe their Champions League form is masking a bit of it. But I think they have 4 wins in 13 or 16 Premier League, something like that. It's really bad for Liverpool. Arne Slot is on thin ice. Especially with Xabi Alonso pretty much free, cooling his heels. His name will be rung around Anfield, that's for sure. Another damaging defeat for Liverpool, especially in the Champions League. And PSG await them. I mean, PSG can really put them to the sword. Chelsea versus PSG was one of the nightmares that you had to go past. I mean, for 75 minutes in that first leg, Chelsea were outstanding. And I do not say that lightly. We were genuinely outstanding. PSG scored 2 excellent goals. But man, oh man, did we compete. But man, oh man, did we capitulate. The 15 minutes at the Parc des Princes right towards the end and the first 15 minutes at Stamford Bridge was 30 minutes from hell. Well, Chelsea trying to generate the space on the right-hand side here. It's Malo Gusto who's making those runs in the half space. He's not really holding the width. We need a good game here from Enzo Fernandez. Again, it's been very up and down from Enzo Fernandez in the turn of the year. 8 Premier League goals is a very good return. Need more from Enzo, though. We ask him to do a lot of things. I mean, to be fair, we ask him to be a number 6, a number 8, a number 10. And to his credit, he tries and plays all those positions as asked by the coach. Wesley Fofana struggling in the air. Jeez, it's going to be a corner. It is. Wesley Fofana has started this first half terribly. Oh my goodness me. Chelsea cannot concede set pieces. It's a long ball over the top. No pressure on him. He's caught under the ball, misjudges it. It's a corner for Everton out of absolutely nothing. This is piss poor. What is that, Monish, man? No pressure. Nobody's jumping at him. Just terrible. He's checked out. Into the 10th minute. If Chelsea concede from here, I'm going to flip this table, man. Malo Gusto is battling against Michael Keane. I do not like that battle here. It's a mismatch. Chelsea keep doing it defensively. We saw this against Arsenal. Saliba was left with the smaller players. Ball into the box. Chelsea defended well. Danger still not averted though. Here's Idris Agana game. Chelsea get the foul somehow. Thankfully, we survive. Wesley Fofana. That's mistake number 2. And on both occasions, you've been bailed out by Moises Caicedo. Get serious, my friend. Get serious. Come on. This would be typical Chelsea to drop points in this game, man. That's why I'm like... If United and Liverpool possibly won... Oh my word, Sanchez, what are you doing? Chelsea are pushing the self-destruct button here. These guys are not serious. Monish, what's happening here? Explain it to me. What are we doing? Stop playing these back passes, man. Hato Sanchez, that first touch is criminal. The second touch is even worse. Is that Caicedo again? Yes, it is. Caicedo is just bailing these guys out, man. These are not serious players. Look at Sanchez. Oh my goodness me. They could have very easily scored a couple of goals, man. Wesley Fofana and Rob Sanchez. Suicide bombers. What are they doing here, man? Chelsea somehow survive. Fucking hell. Man. I mean, talk about lapse of concentration. That's not even lapse of concentration. I mean, some of these guys, man, if I see them next season, we are not a serious institution here. Just over 10 minutes on the clock. And it was a decent start, but these 2-3 moments, man, and the momentum can just swing. Terrible. Thankfully, Beto was not sharp enough. I mean, the compilation of goals conceded this season from Chelsea would be like my personal nightmare. I mean, here's Dewsbury Hall with the ball. Thankfully, Sanchez claims Chelsea need to settle down here. I mean, those couple of moments, if we can't rely on our quote-unquote experienced players, Sanchez and Fofana, they're not young players. If they start chucking it in, what chance do we have, man? Here's Enzo Fernandez. Chelsea need to get a shot on target here. Yet to really see anything close. That's what I see, man. When I see Chelsea in the first 5 or 7 minutes, you can tell a lot. Especially when you see Joao Pedro so isolated, having to drop deep here. Here's Joao. He's the only player I will not criticize. He's got so much credit in the bank, man, for what he's done this season. Outstanding. Just keep feeding him in the box, man. That cannot be a mystery. When we isolate him, when we make him play outside the box, I mean, yes, he's a baller. He can link up, play nicely, but get him chances in the box. I'm really happy to see Estevao on the bench for us, especially with Palmer, Estevao and Joao Pedro. When these three combine for us, we do look good, man. Crystal Palace was a game I remember looked good in that. Estevao and Joao Pedro both on the score sheet on that occasion. That combination could not come sooner, man. So good to see Estevao at least on the bench. Hopefully he gets a bit half an hour. Oh my goodness me. Caicedo plays a blind pass and he nearly gives it away. This is my third heart attack. I'm not going to survive the 90 minutes here, Monish. My goodness me. Here's Iliman Ndiaye. Moises Caicedo, please don't do that. You're our only hope defensively as Mikalenko puts the ball into the box. Kukurea, the fast stick, defends that nicely. Chelsea playing some schoolboy stuff, man. This is Bush League. Really is. How the hell are we going to win this game, man, Maurice? like I said, give me 5 or 7 minutes. I can understand which Chelsea's kind of going to turn up, but it looked decent. 5 minutes, but we have just pressed that self-destruct button, and thankfully Everton have not been clinical enough. Dewsbury Hall certainly might have a soft spot for Chelsea. Clearly let us off the hook, and now Hato gives the ball away again. Chelsea are asking for the goal here. Everton, don't punish us yet. It's a chance. Chelsea clear it off the line. How are we getting away with this? This is murderous from Chelsea. Here's Mikalenko. Garner, he has to score there. My word, it was a poor finish from him. Munish, what is this? It's a slow-moving car crash, man. I can't look away. This is sabotage. And it's every player, man. It's so contagious as well. I can't believe what I'm watching. This is diabolical. How have Everton not scored here? We're into the 15th minute. Chelsea have full on pressed the self-destruct button here. But somehow we haven't been punished. Crazy. Any other team, man. If we do this kind of foolishness against Manchester United, a team we should be beating and we should not be below, they'll put 4 or 5 past us at the bridge. Our home form is rubbish, and we're doing this away from home where concentration is key after getting absolutely spanked against PSG. This is the kind of response. You are not serious people, man. Here's Romeo Lavia. I've barely seen him in the game. I thought Lavia and Caicedo would mean that Chelsea would control the midfield a lot more. Have we controlled the midfield? Fuck no, man. Maybe 30% possession, if we are lucky. Palmer's got a bit of space, though. Chelsea, please wake up here. First proper attack. Here's Pedro Neto on the left side. Neto goes on the outside. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. That is brain-dead football, man. Can't wait to see the back of Pedro Neto, man. I know. 5 goals, 4 assists. Very good. Thank you. I mean, hopefully, he will give us some value for it in the market. But, I mean, he's much better on the left than on the right, where he has to actually think and, play something with a bit of intricacy. On the left-hand side, just push and run and put something in first time. Good for that, yes. But other than that, when he has to do something of... The fact that Gary Neville puts Pedro Neto and Eden Hazard in the same bracket, the same sentence, makes me so mad. I mean, it might be irrational, but that guy gets paid millions. And he talks absolute shit. Here's Ghana. Speaking of ex-Manchester United players, how he didn't score when Chelsea gave the ball away there, I'll never know. Well, the back four is certainly on a mission. Sanchez has looked like he's interested in chucking one in. Forwards have not gotten involved yet. This has been a terrible first half from Chelsea so far. Mikalenko, Everton now popping it around comfortably. Here's the Ukrainian. Curious ball in. Good first touch there by Iliman and Jai. Wesley Fofana defends well. Can he finish the job defensively? Not yet. Acrobatics from Fofana. It's okay. We'll take that. Get that out of harm's way. First job. Just get that out of harm's way. Manish, my heart has been beating out of my chest for a good 8 to 10 minutes now. I can't do this either. You can't leave, bro. I need help. This is going to be a nightmare, man. Set pieces, corners, free kicks, throw-ins as well. Mikalenko has got an arm on him. Everton have certainly got that attacking presence. Tarkowski and Michael Keane. They've taken it short. I don't understand why. Thank you, Everton. Dewsbury Hall, though, on his right foot. Chelsea defend well. Dewsbury Hall picks up the second ball. Cole, please don't foul him. They've kept it alive. Mikalenko, cross comes into the box. Everton queuing up here. Header, cleared away. That'll do. That will do. Just get that out of harm's way. Oh, man. This has been so stressful. Another ball into the box. They win the first header again. Hato, thankfully, wins his first header. His aerial presence was certainly a concern for me, but seeing him win that header fills me with a bit of confidence now. Come on, get a bit of control here. Just keep the ball, Chelsea. Is that asking too much? Keep the fucking ball. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Drop in, make a midfield 3-man. Enzo, Caicedo and Lavia. If they can't control a game against Garner and Idrissa Gueye, I mean, I'm a big fan of Idrissa Gueye. He's one of the most underrated midfielders in the Premier League. He's 33 though. Give me a break. Garner, again, good Premier League player, but these three, if you can't get the job done here, Questions will have to be asked, but that's for possibly another day. Just get the win, Chelsea. Just scam the next 7 or 8 games. There's going to be some rough, bumpy times, that's for sure. Chelsea now building with a back three, surprisingly. Hato as the centre back. Chelsea give the ball away again. We're in trouble. Thankfully, Fofana just hammers that away. This is curious because now Chelsea building in a back three with Fofana on the right-hand side, Kukurea as the left-sided centre-back, and Jarell Hato as the centre-back. Again, why isn't Josh Achimpong starting, man? He would be perfect for this. Anyways, Chelsea somehow still 0-0. Attacking-wise, we have done absolutely nothing. How the hell is this game still 0-0? Everton, you're going to pay the price here. You certainly might pay the price. Whew. Liam Rossinier. He has seen a car crash of a first half here. Again, our bench does not help. We do have Andre Santos and Dario Sugo, the two cover players in midfield. I don't see either one of them possibly coming. Maybe Andre Santos for Romeo Lavia in the second half. Again, we're thinking too far ahead, but just looking at possibilities. Estevao certainly has to come on at some point in the game. I don't see Chelsea having a comfortable enough 90 minutes here that Estevao can just put his feet up and chill. We need him, man. He's had a lengthy break. Hopefully he's okay, but just ease him back into action. It's just Premier League now to focus about. Somehow in the last 10 minutes, Chelsea have more possession. That is simply not true. I mean, objectively not true unless we're watching different games here. But again, these kind of statistics, man, keep an eye always. Don't let your eyes be fooled. Here's Malo Gusto. 20 minutes on the clock. Still 0-0. Romeo Lavia. In Chelsea now building with the back three. Pedro Neto in the system will be that left-sided wing-back. Good pass there by Lavia to Palmer. Palmer again with Kukurea. Cole Palmer might get a shot away. That's a foul, ref. How is that not a foul? He's been cleaned out. Palmer's asking the same question I am. How is that not a foul? He's come from the wrong side. Idrissa Gana Gueye. That's a foul. I mean, that is a blatant foul. The ball has gone nowhere. Referee, that is a foul and a yellow card. Shocking. That's the first bit of good progressive play that Chelsea actually had. Romeo Lavia with that line breaker of a pass. It's 4v1 here. Chelsea making a real mess. Thankfully, Malo Gusto on the slide clatters Dewsbury Hall. Iliman Ndiaye was surrounded by 4 Chelsea players and we still made a mess out of it. Here's Mikalenko, gets the cross into the box. Chelsea don't defend this well enough, but somehow Enzo Fernandez clears. And on the fucking ropes, man, every time Everton attack. The ball into the box just feels like a nightmare. For Fofana and Hato, you better have one of those games where you read everything right. James Garner, clever line breaker there. Mikalenko gets beaten by Malo Gusto. Gusto has been solid. To his credit, I don't want to jinx it because every Chelsea player so far has chucked it in. Here's Iliman Ndiaye. Iliman Ndiaye, Jack Grealish and Kieran Dewsbury Hall is a very good front three to have just behind your striker, man. Everton have quietly built a solid team again under David Moyes. And Jared Brathwaite has not found regular game time. This is the centre-back pairing that David Moyes does prefer. Tarkowski and Michael Keane, I mean, that is throwback centre halves. I mean, bodies on the line, set pieces, scoring important goals, the whole package. Great pass there by Enzo Fernandez. Just takes Neto just a bit wide there. Neto is up against O'Brien. Neto, Kukurea, aimless ball in. Better from Chelsea in terms of approach play, but again, I'm clutching at straws. That's a curious pass. Thankfully, Fofana wins the first header. Romeo Lavia tries to sweep up, throw in for Chelsea. Halfway point of the first half. Somehow Chelsea have kept the scoreline at 0-0. It's luck rather than judgment, nothing else. Wesley Fofana, Rob Sanchez, Moises Caicedo. Who was the fourth one, Monish? Who was the fourth one who nearly chucked it in? I've lost count. Good pass again. Lavia to Palmer. That combination starts to work. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Take a shot or pass. What is he doing? Make a decision, man. He's generally so decisive in the box, Enzo Fernandez. He's taken an aged pass, shoot, do either. He does neither. What a waste. But Lavia to Cole Palmer, that combination, that's the second time we've seen that. Good line breaker there from Romeo Lavia. Initiates the attack. Quick passes. Palmer immediately looks up. Enzo Fernandez on that left-hand side. Here's Dewsbury Hall. Chelsea slowly but surely just gaining a foothold in the match again after nearly digging the hole ourselves. Here's Mikolenko. Malo Gusto's header is decent enough. Finding Jarell Hato. Big game here for Hato. Big game here for... It's a huge call of trust from from Liam Rossigne. Monish is saying the fatigue is showing, mental and physical, need to rotate, but we don't have the depth. We have to. Look at our depth, Monish. I mean, how can we rotate? Just look at it. It's a shambles. It's really poor. Take Estiva out of that and the rest, you're looking at it and like, Okay, I'm going to give a bit of pass to Achimpong and Andre Santos as well. But the rest, where's all that money gone? These players have to do it, Monish. There's no other way. They'll have to play on empty and then go to the World Cup. It could be a nightmare next season as well. If we don't beef up correctly, as I said, you told me, right, this game, Monish, that it could really affect our year. I mean, it's years. Because the players are dead on their feet. They're going to be dead after the World Cup. Reece James has picked up an injury. Hopefully none of the Brazilian guys get anything in terms of a muscle injury. It's a long season. And then next season starts again. Another 2 or 3 weeks rest if they're lucky. Just shows you that it's hanging by a thread. Yeah, man, it was a Freudian slip of calling him Enzo Maresca. He did have his flaws. He did have his faults. I'll always believe that he was an astute tactician. And that is first and foremost for me, man. Maybe his man management wasn't the best. Had some issues with it. He had some undroppables, such as Pedro Neto. It was a sackable offence in terms of the number of times he just would not drop Pedro Neto. Instead, he became one of the key players, getting the most touches in our attack in the absence of Cole Palmer. That was certainly worrying. But we were second, man. We were second before we played Arsenal in the end of November, and then it just all went tits up. I mean, jeez. Here's Iliman Ndiaye on the right-hand side. Finding Dwight McNeil. Good play this from Everton. Idrissa Gana Gueye, cut back. Chelsea defend with numbers and a bit of composure as well. Here's Pedro Neto. It might be a couple of years, Moise. That's the thing. Ooh, nice. You're going to Boston to watch the Brazil-France friendly. Dude, that's like a baller central. What a great game to watch. Yeah, give some good tips to join us. Just tell them don't leave. Just stick with us. Forget everything else. Stay patient. Oh, great touch there by Cole Palmer. Finding Joao Pedro. Again, Chelsea playing some fluid stuff again. Joao Pedro, brilliant. It's Joao Pedro on his left foot. Didn't have the power. Straight at the Everton defender. Cole Palmer, clever touch around the corner. Here's Marc Cucurella. Finds Pedro Neto. He's got Cucurella on the overlap. Neto on his right foot. Now on his left. Trying everything instead of crossing. Can we get the corner? We might, thankfully. Pedro Neto tying himself up in a knot, but somehow getting Chelsea a corner. This touch from Cole Palmer is outrageous, man. Beautiful touch around the corner. Sure, Pedro's onside. Then can he pick his head up here? Chelsea have options. Chelsea have numbers. Can he pick his head up towards the far stick? I mean, he sees Neto running, but I wouldn't pass to him either. Corner for Chelsea. I think it's our first. Yes, it is. Enzo Fernandez. While Chelsea have conceded a lot from set pieces, scoring has been difficult. Oh, decent chance there. Good defending by O'Brien at the far stick. Wesley Fofana all over him, though. That has to be a foul. It isn't. Thankfully, Chelsea do have a throw-in. I think the game has finally settled. I mean, Everton have not created anything that Chelsea haven't handed to them. It's the only way I can describe the first half so far from an Everton point of view. I haven't seen them play some, lovely stuff in terms of good midfield play or something. It's just Chelsea's foolishness and their charitable nature. Thankfully, that has just been clamped down, but the game is still very young. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Lavia. Great pass there by Lavia. Finding Caicedo. Ambitious, but Chelsea get another corner. Ramping up the pressure. Tarkowski didn't know what's behind him. Safety first approach by the experienced centre-half. Everton have more clean sheets than us. I think the last time I checked, I think they have on 10 clean sheets. It's a great record for them. I mean, to be ahead of Chelsea is one thing, but be challenging near the Manchester City mark is very impressive, but not surprising from a David Moyes side. Enzo Fernandez, Chelsea's second quick corner. The first one was pretty average. The second one is nearly on the money. Chelsea nearly get the chance here. It's Caicedo's effort is blocked. Cucurella blocked brilliantly. Chelsea still keep the danger alive. Beto clears. Oh, not that too far. It's Pedro Neto's blocked again. Incredible sequence. Chelsea keep the danger alive. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Clever pass here for Joao Pedro. Good save by Pickford. That was an incredible sequence. Everton backs to the wall. They win the first header. Moises Caicedo just fires the ball into the box. It's pinball stuff. Chelsea win the first header. It's outrageous stuff. Beto's pass is absolutely criminal. Pedro Neto's shot was good, but Tarkowski with the block. Chelsea kept it alive till the very end, but good decision making in the final third. Yes, it didn't turn out well, but that's what you want to see. Good decisions in the final third. Tarkowski being put under a bit of pressure. Dwight McNeil trying to play the 1-2 around Marc Cucurella. Throw in for Everton. Liam Rosinia would be slightly more encouraged here. Last 15 minutes or so, better. Josh Achumpong is definitely giving Rosinia the stink eye, the side eye. He believes it. And I'm with him, man. He certainly deserves to start. Considering the foolishness the Chelsea centre-halves have been up to in the last couple of months. That's the way it goes, I guess. Unfortunate. Well, Achumpong's loss has been Hato's gain. He has slowly but surely gained a lot of trust out of Liam Rosinia. Scored the first goal under Liam Rosinia in that FA Cup tie against Charlton. It was an absolute banger on his left foot. The game is pretty much even in terms of the opening half an hour here. Nothing to separate the two teams. Chelsea have played some decent stuff in the midfield area, but have been suicidal on most occasions. Game has just settled in. Everton not clinical enough. Wins against Spurs and Burnley was decent for them. Did lose some needless games as Enzo Fernandez on the turn. Look for Palmer. Somehow keeps his balance. Finding Malo Gusto. Back to the Argentine. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Clever by Lavia. Palmer keeps it alive. Good pass there by Moises Caicedo. Pedro Neto somehow finds Cucurella. Fucking hell, ruined it. It was a good move there from Chelsea again. Some inventive passes. Beto tries to keep hold of the ball. Chelsea win it back. Monish, I absolutely agree. Especially with recent form, Fofana should not be starting. Josh should be trusted, but again, it's that in Hato is 19, Achumpong is 19. Would you expect a manager to have two 19-year-olds as your centre? I mean, the old adage goes, if you're good enough, you're old enough, but it is a risk, especially in an away game against Everton. You understand why Wesley Fofana is starting. He's our senior most attacker, our most expensive defender as well. 70 million quid from Leicester City. That was the Todd Bowley, Thomas Tuchel era. Nightmare summer window. I mean, we're still paying for it. I think Romelu Lukaku is still on our books. I think he's finally been released. Sterling just got released. Yeah, we're still paying for their crimes. It's crazy. Somehow, Chelsea have still kept this at 0-0. Man, we need to just scam a 1-0 victory here. Just somehow. We have not done too many of those. Either it's been very good victories or spectacular dropping of points. Yeah, dude, this is exactly what I think. And that's why, we sitting here would definitely make that decision. Play Hato, play Achumpong, and whatever mistakes they make, we as a club will learn from it. When the experienced players make those mistakes, we're in trouble. What a pass this is for Beto. It's clipped and Everton do have the lead. Split open. It's another through ball that cut Chelsea open. We saw this against Newcastle. We see it again against Everton. Beto pulls out the LeBron James celebration and Everton will feel that they thoroughly deserve this first half lead. Opened us right in the centre again, Monish. We saw it against Newcastle. We see it again. It doesn't matter who plays. It keeps happening. It's a clear pattern. It's a freaking shambles. Clever finish, man. Sanchez has come out quickly. Everton have been wasteful in front of goal. This time, they carve us open. Where is the pressure on Ghana, man? Oh, the defending is so poor. Wesley Fofana, you can't keep up with Beto. You are known for your recovery pace. Ghana opens us up with one pass, man. Livramento did it against when we played against Newcastle. Ghana now. Chelsea's defending has been a nightmare, but it's what we deserve. Can we be surprised? Absolutely not. It's brilliant play. I mean, Everton, we said that every chance that Everton created up until that point was gift-wrapped by Chelsea. This time, they carve us open. Beautiful through pass there by Ghana. I'm going to give them all credit in the world, man. Our defenders are terrible, so Everton are not supposed to take advantage of it. Fuck that. Great pass. Beautiful finish. 1-0 to Everton. Well, Chelsea have to do it again. We keep conceding the first goal. We did it against Villa, the last away victory. Somehow we won that 4-1. Well, not somehow. It was Joao Pedro. He has to bail us out again. Has Jordan Pickford made a single save so far? I don't think he has. Oh, right on cue. There's the stats. 6 attempts, none on target. Lavia, brilliant. Palmer, release the ball. He doesn't. Come on, but he still has the ball though. It's Malo Gusto. Just go for the shot. Shoot. James Garner with a brilliant block, making an impact at both ends of the park. Brilliant from Romeo Lavia. Somehow keeps his balance. So does Cole Palmer. He wins the ball back. Malo Gusto, shoot! Go low down, but he goes for the cutback instead, fades the ball. Corner for Chelsea, third corner. Chelsea looking to hit back before half-time. We certainly need the goal. Heading into the half-time break, Neto delivers this corner. Pickford punches, chance! What a save! Pickford! That is outrageous! He outdoes his save against Newcastle. This is from closer range. Oh my goodness me, what a save. Enzo Fernandez was convinced that that was his 9th Premier League goal. Outrageous, Jordan Pickford. How does he react? Woo! One of the saves of the season, the top 2 saves of the season, both belong to Pickford. The Tonali effort and this one from Fernandez. Chelsea could have gotten the equalizer. Pedro Neto takes the ball away from Cole Palmer. He's so useless. Palmer was desperate. He had the pocket of space as well. Good response this from Chelsea. What's up, Aman? You're in the stream. Yes, Chelsea looking for the equalizer. Joao Pedro and Romeo Lavia both attacking the far stick. Neither of them getting a touch, but better response this from Chelsea. We actually had to concede to start playing some good football. Jordan Pickford, that is ridiculous. That is outrageous, man. How does he react that quickly? I'm going to dial the clock back about 3 or 4 years when Thomas Tuchel was the manager. I still remember the shot. I'll never forget it. It was Cesar Azpilicueta's effort, and Jordan Pickford covers the entire length of the goal and somehow made the save. It was one of the craziest saves. It's a game we didn't deserve to win. I still remember the loss, but that save was outrageous. Pickford has another one against Chelsea. Wow. Absolutely incredible. Here's Neto. What is he trying to do there? He's trying to nutmeg and go where? His decision making is so frustrating, but Chelsea desperately need that goal before half-time. Can't believe it, man. After Bournemouth and Brighton just give us a gift here. Turn into an unserious outfit as Malo Gusto might go on the outside here. Again, Gusto had that chance. Why he didn't shoot, I'll never understand, man. He's got 2 Premier League goals, 1 in the Champions League. You think he's got a bit of confidence. Scored away at PSG, man. Just hit it. Like I said, good decision making in the final third. That's what you want to see. Good touch there by Joao Pedro. Finds Moises Caicedo. KNGV_9. What's up, brother? Sorry I missed your message. There was absolute pandemonium in the Chelsea box. I mean, there was chance after chance. Somehow Everton needing a tremendous save. Here's Jarell Hato in Chelsea's. I think one of the strong points that I keep saying Enzo Maresca, where Liam Rossignol had when Chelsea play out from the back, was our central progressions, and especially with now Romeo Lavia in the team, our ability to play through the middle has been really good, but it's also affecting us negatively because teams are able to cut us open from the central areas. It's happened in back-to-back Premier League games, man, and that has to be rectified. Here's Neto. Finding Cucurella. Joao Pedro, edge of the box. Nearly sneaks that out to Pedro Neto. Chelsea's attack just not building here. Need to do more, man. I refuse to believe Everton have enough in their team to take all 3 points from us. Have to do better. Yes, we have to break this curse as well. The first time you're playing at the Hills Dickens Stadium. Looks pretty damn good, man. I mean, even Everton have gotten a stadium upgrade. About time the Chelsea get one as well, even if you stay at Stamford Bridge. Probably need to increase the capacity. Ooh, that was awkward there for Beto. I think he landed awkwardly. He might have just made some contact on his forehead. But Everton 1-0 up. That was a great finish though by Beto. A typical number 9 chip finish. It looks like something that Joao Pedro would do, man. But Wesley Fofana, he gets beaten with pace. The fact and the cheek that Fofana has to, throw a tantrum after the goal, man. After that diabolical first half. Man, Beto pulls out a celebration of a man I thoroughly admire. LeBron James. What's that? The silencer? That's the celebration. Generally hits it when he hits that deep 3, which pretty much ices the game in the fourth quarter. Just under 5 minutes remaining in this first half here for Chelsea. Here's Caicedo. Did bail us out on a couple of occasions where the Chelsea players did look to throw the ball into the back of the net. He was guilty of playing a blind pass, which put us in a lot of trouble as well. It's been a first half to forget, and the number of times I've said this season. First halves to forget. It happened under Enzo Maresca as well. This is not new from Chelsea's point of view. Even the starting of the season, the games against Fulham, Crystal Palace, West Ham. Okay, West Ham's probably the one at home. We were leading 3-1 up, but there were some terrible games which Chelsea somehow managed to get over the hump. Look at the table, man. Everton and Chelsea are separated by 2 points. It's disgusting. Here's Dewsbury Hall on the left-hand side. This ends with an Everton victory. Chelsea can kiss Champions League football goodbye. I say this every game week, but the teams around us keep giving us a bit of hope. But if Chelsea can't do the job here, it's over, man. Cap Baldy. Interesting username there. Yeah, Pickford has become Yashin this season. The saves he's making is absolutely ridiculous. And for a guy who's not more than 6 foot tall, it's absolutely outrageous. The Tonali save was incredible. And considering the time on that was last minute. This time is not in terms of the time, wasn't as critical, but this save against Enzo Fernandez was out of this world. Sanchez catch it, man. He punches it away for a corner. Everton looking for the second before half-time. If they get the second before half-time, it's over. It is over. Half-time substitution, I would bring Esteval on immediately. Absolutely immediately. Drop points here is a killer, man. Absolute killer for us. We saw a former Manchester United Academy player, Danny Welbeck, put 2 goals past Liverpool, which I celebrated with real gusto. Now I see another ex-Manchester United player, James Garner, cut us open with a perfectly weighted through pass. It's Carrington's nay. How do Chelsea figure a way out here? Get Joao Pedro involved, man. Feed him balls into the box. Can't be that complicated. Cole Palmer, Joao Pedro, that connection needs to work a lot better. Chelsea's control in the central area has been, I want to say par, but par is so generous, man. I mean, Everton I look comfortable. Chelsea have played through the press a couple of times nicely, but that was almost Romeo Lavia doing some really good things. Look at Wesley Fofana diving in. Oh, that's Jarell Hato is out of position and he dives in. Shocking. Chelsea get away with it. Hato clears. Why is he on the right-hand side? And why is he lunging in, man? Just hurts my head. 90 seconds in the first half remaining here. It looks like it will be 1-0 at the halftime break. Chelsea play yet another piss-poor first half. Seems to be a common theme. Seems to be who we are, man. Just who we are. It's just poor stuff, man. I thought that Romeo Lavia and Moises Caicedo in midfield would mean that Chelsea would just pin Everton back, maybe have, 65-70% of the ball. It's been 50-50, and I'm being generous, man. Everton thoroughly deserve it. I mean, they should have punished one of those mistakes that Chelsea made. Any other team, they put at least a goal past us. Took a special goal to ultimately open the scoring, but Chelsea's first half nowhere near good enough. Here's Pedro Neto. And our attack just dies on the left-hand side, man. We've got nothing. Cucurella, I mean, I like him defensively, but going forward, maybe he's got a couple of assists, the one against Wolves, but few and far between. Pedro Neto down the left-hand side is hit or miss at best. Man, that left-hand side is dying, man. Spend 90 million quid. Gittins, Garnacho, and even if you put Pedro Neto on that, no solution either. Oof. How Chelsea have meant to just burn money down that left-hand side is a special talent. Imagine if you misappropriate like $1,000 in your company. They will ask questions. Chelsea are burning 100 million like it's nothing. Yeah, man, just look at this. The final third action. Everton just happy. We're going to see this in the second half. This is a preview, babe. This is a preview. The 2 minutes of stoppage time in the first half is a mere preview as to how Chelsea are going to play in the second half. Everton are just going to be more threatening in the second half, especially when they change their centre forward. When they bring on Thierry Barry, the game will change for Everton. I believe he is a better striker than Beto. I mean, Beto has scored from us, fair play to him, but when Barry comes on, the game will change. And when Chelsea commit players forward, when we're going to be 2v1 defending wise, I mean, we've seen it throughout this campaign. Hato and Fofana, do they inspire you enough confidence to defend 2v1? We'll wait and see, but I think I have the answer already. It looks pretty damn bleak. I just want the season to end, man. PSG did us a favor in putting us out of the Champions League. Didn't have to happen in that scoreline, but it had to happen in that scoreline, It just had to be. If the board, the hierarchy are going to get serious, Chelsea need to get drubbed. And that was the drubbing we got. You look at the bench, man. In both the ties, we played at Parc des Princes and then at Stamford Bridge. The bench, oh my, it was laughable, the gulf in quality. I mean, even Mayulu, man, he came on, he looked so good for PSG. He's an academy player. He shits all over our attacking players. That's the kind of depth. And we're not even mentioning like the likes of Kvaratskhelia, Fabian Ruiz wasn't even there. They played Zaire Emery, very comfortable. Anyways, the Champions League season's over for us. It looks like the Premier League is going to be Europa League or possibly even Conference League. I mean, Chelsea are building quite the reputation in the Conference League under the Clearlake Capital era. Could be two-time champions in that. It's been terrible, Capbaldi. It's been absolutely terrible, my friend. This first half. I mean, I want to rank this first half in terms of worst performances this season, right? But can you confidently tell me that this has been Chelsea's worst first half this season? I can name so many more. As the halftime whistle blows at the Hill Dickinson Stadium, it's been shocking from Chelsea, but we did see one of the best saves of the season there. Jordan Pickford pulled out the most outrageous saves. Enzo Fernandez surely thought that he found the equalizer, but the England number one comes up trumps again. Magnificent save from him. After Beto gave Everton the lead, James Garner with a weighted through pass to perfection. Beto's chip over Sanchez. Chelsea played some kamikaze football in that first half, man. The opening 15 minutes, Chelsea could have very easily been a couple goals down. Everton's finishing let us off the hook. But when they did score, it was a thing of beauty. Wesley Fofana and Jarell Hato, it has been questionable to say the very least. I mean, questionable is a charitable word about that centre-half pairing. There has been, I think Romeo Lavia on one or two occasions has been good for us. Other than that, if you look at the first half, who has really stood out for us? Who has not made a mistake? Who has made poor decisions when Chelsea needed the right one at the right time? I don't have answers, man. I don't even have. The worst part is I don't have analysis with Chelsea these days, man. I would love to, break down the first half in terms of the shape and what we have done in terms of combination. The only combination that we saw in a repetitive pattern, and the way I'm using the word repetitive again very generously, twice we saw it where Lavia plays the pass around the corner for Cole Palmer to open up a bit of space in the central areas, but nothing came out of either one of those attacks. But that's the only real discernible pattern that I saw in the opening 45 minutes. That can't be it. Our wing play is dead. On the left hand side, every time we play the ball there, it just goes to die. I mean, Kukurea tries to make the overlap. Pedro Neto is up to his usual foolishness. Cole Palmer has not held the width on the right hand side. He's playing as a number 10. Enzo Fernandez got completely lost in that first 45 minutes. I don't know what Enzo Fernandez's role has been in the first half here. He's not been a number 10. He has not helped anywhere in midfield because the game has been pretty comfortable for Everton in that central midfield area. So he's not playing as 6, not playing as an 8, not as a 10. What is he doing on the pitch? It's like he's got no discernible role. He's just there, crash the box, maybe score a goal, which he nearly did. But come on, man, that is £100 million. We need a definitive role for him. He has to be somewhere in a pattern. I mean, he's just wandering around aimlessly. That can't continue in the second half. In terms of changes, Chelsea's bench is absolutely horrid, but thankfully we've got Estevao back from injury. He's our only hope from the bench. I have no hopes from Garnacho or Liam Delap. If they score, it's a miracle. Pop the champagne. I mean, Saturday night party, but it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I mean, Garnacho's got, one Premier League goal? Delap certainly has just one Premier League goal. Oh, terrible, man. These 11 on the pitch, unfortunately, have to get the job done for us. Do I have any trust in them? No. Does past history give me any hope? Absolutely not. It's been terrible. 2 wins out of 6. This is going to be 2 wins out of 7. We already had a nightmare December, Jan. It's going to be a nightmare March, April, May, man, if this carries on. 2 wins out of 7. It's sackable form. Liam Rossini, a coach, that second half, so many questions. Again, I wish there was something tactical I could talk about this damn game, man, but it's just been Chelsea pressing the self-destruct button and then getting carved open in back-to-back Premier League games right down the middle. It's a clear pattern that's emerging, and I'm just dreading those games against Manchester United and Manchester City now, man. This is going to go from bad to worse. I'm going to see you guys for the second half. I need to cool down. Chelsea is giving me headaches, man. Well, we're a few minutes away from the start of the second half. I mean, that first half was absolutely diabolical from Chelsea. I want to say it can't get worse, but it certainly can, and it just might, because Chelsea have not been serious whatsoever. Every time we have had chances to capitalize, we have thrown games away. This one is no different. It has been a terrible first 45 minutes. Can it be worse? It possibly can. If Chelsea are trying to keep their hopes alive for Champions League football, this game is massive. And this game, I just feel, will have a cascading effect, because it is getting tedious. I mean, the game against Newcastle United, right? We lost 1-0. Newcastle didn't really come to play football. This is what hit us on the break, which they did so, and fair play to them. Again, they cut us right through the middle there. Terrible defending, but it is what it is. But Chelsea, again, created absolutely nothing in that game. And the only pass we could have given the Chelsea players was, we have PSG at the midweek game. We have a 3-goal deficit to cover. So, possibly you give them that lame excuse of they're conserving energy for that important game. Fine. Now what's your excuse? I mean, have you really given it your all in terms of the game against PSG? It was over in the opening 15 minutes. So you can't give that bullshit, right? That, Chelsea fought till the very end, 90 minutes. I mean, Palmer and Joao Pedro came off in the hour mark. I mean, Chelsea have checked out of the game. So did Enzo Fernandez. So that certainly isn't an excuse in terms of freshness. Yes, Everton have had the complete week to try and train and rectify the situation. But Chelsea have been so poor in that first half, man. Cole Palmer has had a few decent moments, but other than that, absolutely nothing. Chelsea's defense has created so many of our own undoings here. We can improve in the second half, but we need that opening goal. Absolutely critical from Chelsea's point of view to get that equalizer as quickly as possible. Somehow turn this around, man. We got the March international break coming up. We've got the 2 Manchester clubs to play after that. Chelsea dropping points here would be catastrophic. But we can't put it past Chelsea considering how poor we've been in the last couple of months. It's 2 wins out of 6. As it stands, 2 wins out of 7. It has been diabolical from Liam Rosenior's men. Well, we talked about halftime changes, and I was hoping that it was going to be Estevao, but it's going to be Garnacho, man. And Liam Rosenior has lost me here. He's absolutely lost me, because how is Garnacho going to help us break a low block? How? Explain it to me. If he ends up scoring a couple of goals, I'll happily eat my own words. But Chelsea are going to face one of the nastiest Everton special, David Moyes special low blocks in the second half. Everton have something to hang on to. So what do? We will trade, possibly, it looks like it's going to be Neto for Garnacho. This is a useless swap. It really is, man. We're subbing one chuckle brother for another. Just waiting for the confirmation of the sub, because I can't imagine Palmer, Enzo or Joao Pedro coming off. It's got to be Pedro Neto. I mean, I'm happy to see the back of Pedro Neto, but not for Alejandro Garnacho. Just shows you our left-wing problems, man. Estevao has played maybe 2 games on the left-hand side for us. I would love it if he was on that left-hand side. Instead, it's going to be Garnacho on the left. That's the only change that Liam Rosenior makes in what was a terrible 45 minutes for Chelsea. Everton looking to consolidate and be just 2 points off the Blues. This is going to be a tough 45 minutes at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. How are Chelsea going to turn this one around here? It is going to take something special, something absolutely crazy, because nothing in that opening 45 minutes suggested that Chelsea have what it takes. Yes, Jordan Pickford made one of the craziest saves you'll see this season of Enzo Fernandez, but other than that, it has been comfortable for Everton. Romeo Lavia finding Palmer again. That combination is immediate in the second half. Will Garnacho change the dynamics? I don't know, but oh my word, I still see Pedro Neto on the pitch. Who the hell has he replaced, man? Garnacho? I didn't see who he has replaced. He's on the left-hand side. Cucurella is still there. Hato is still there. I think he has replaced Malo Gusto. That's a change that doesn't really make too much sense. Does that mean that... I'm not sure if I want to speculate yet, but It does look that possibly Moises Caicedo will invert from right back, or will it be Romeo Lavia doing that role? Garnacho and Pedro Neto both are on the pitch. Garnacho with the ball into the box. It's a terrible one. It's easily cleared away. Keeps the attack going. Here's Romeo Lavia. Chelsea desperate for that early equaliser. Here's Pedro Neto on the right-hand side. Chelsea playing with a three-man midfield now. Enzo Fernandez, Romeo Lavia, Moises Caicedo all on the pitch. Pretty much defending with the back three here. Garnacho finding Cucurella, looking for the cutback. We're not going to get the corner. It's a goal kick for Everton. A decent start this from Chelsea into the second half. Well, Liam Rossini certainly going attacking here. Can't fault him for that. Ideally like to see Estevao on the pitch, but it's the Argentine instead. Chelsea have to have a better second half, man. There's simply no two ways about it. Joao Pedro, 14 goals and 5 assists. He had no action in the box. That is an indictment to the creative players at Chelsea. Feed him the balls. Hato, don't swipe at him. Chelsea can't commit needless fouls. Garnacho, don't foul him again. Beto keeps the ball. Finds O'Brien. Here's Dwight McNeil now on his left foot. Fades the ball in. Decent ball. Oh, it's dicey defending there by Jarell Hato. Hand of apology from him. Started off as his mistake. Everton keep the pressure going. It's a corner for the home side. Dwight McNeil on that left foot can always just clip that pass with a bit of fade. Everton with their third corner. Chelsea have not taken advantage of any of our 4 corners, but we did come close with that Enzo Fernandez effort, needing a world-class save of Jordan Pickford. If Everton get the second goal, it feels like it will be over as early as this, 3 minutes into the second half. That's how blunt Chelsea's attack has been. As Dwight McNeil delivers, faded towards the far stick. They win the first header. Thankfully, Beto is beaten by Sanchez. Sanchez gets there first, but Everton, they have the aerial dominance on us. Look at Chelsea's marking. It's a mismatch of epic proportions. Tarkowski and Michael Keane, both attacking the far stick. Chelsea have their shortest players marking the 2 giant centre halves. I mean, that is just low IQ defending. Our set piece coach, if he's instructing the players to do that, it's a sackable offence. And if the players are not listening to him, what's the point of him? Some people are just stealing a living in Chelsea's backroom staff, man. Here's Garnacho. Poor pass. Tries to play the 1-2 with Enzo Fernandez, though. Garnacho. Again, he is not the solution to deep blocks, man. How many more games do we need to see that happening here? Hato does well. He is strong. Thankfully, he doesn't manage to commit the foul there. Here's Romeo Lavia. Chelsea need to step it up here into the 5th minute of the second half. Game has followed a similar pattern. It's almost like Pedro Neto's playing like a auxiliary right back or just a right wing back. Chelsea have enough attacking players. We've pretty much emptied the clip here, barring Estevao and Liam Delap. Liam Delap has 1 Premier League goal. Estevao has 2. Estevao suffered a lot of injuries, unfortunately for him, as Enzo Maresca was managing his minutes early on in the season. It was frustrating to see him on the bench, but you can understand why. Did have a hamstring injury despite having those limited minutes. But the physicality, the intensity, the pace of the Premier League is certainly something that youngsters have to get accustomed to, especially someone like Estevao, who played a monster amount of minutes for Palmeiras last season. Palmer's pass is poor there for Joao Pedro. Jordan Pickford clears. But barring that crazy save, Pickford has had a relatively comfortable game between the sticks. Neither Joao Pedro nor Cole Palmer's really had efforts on target. Here's Romeo Lavia. Pedro Neto somehow keeps the ball. Moises Caicedo. Poor there, man. Caicedo's having a poor game here, and he's bypassed in midfield. Dewsbury Hall gets away from the Ecuadorian. Just waiting for a bit of support. Here's Iliman Ndiaye. Cavalry has arrived. Here's Dwight McNeil now. Thought about the shot. Clever clip pass. Fofana thankfully deals with it with composure. Here's Lavia. Oh, he's put Enzo under a lot of pressure. Poor pass there from Romeo Lavia, and he jumps and gets bypassed. Such poor decision making there by Romeo Lavia. Why does he jump there into the challenge? It is so reckless. It is his pass that gets intercepted, and then he goes jumping in. He gets bypassed. Chelsea leave a massive gap there. That is poor there from Romeo Lavia, man. He cannot be doing that. Yeah, you can misplace passes, but don't jump into challenges like that. Kukurea is far advanced. Enzo Fernandez venturing forward. Oh, that is so bad from Enzo Fernandez, man. He needs to be hooked as well. It has been a terrible 50 minutes from our captain today. The fact that he's wearing the captain's armband tells you everything that you need to know. Here's Garnacho. Enzo Fernandez. Can we bring on Dario Sugo or Andre Santos in midfield? I mean, we cannot be afraid to drop like Caicedo or Enzo Fernandez. I mean, it's okay to sub them, man. They've had poor games. They can't be the undroppable forces. Yeah, Caicedo, I'm going to keep him in midfield. But Enzo Fernandez surely can be benched, man. I mean, not benched, but subbed. Started the game, no impact. 5 minutes into the second half. Looks leggy out there, man. He's struggling to move. No impact in the match. Defensively, going forward, nothing. His passes have been laborious. It's been a forgetful performance, and so many times about Enzo Fernandez this season. Despite this season being one of his most prolific in terms of goal scoring, there have been so many issues with his overall play here. Enzo Fernandez released the fucking ball. He doesn't. He gets robbed off the ball. He's caught woefully out of position, and now Everton counter-attacking here. Here's Dwight McNeil. Enzo has to come off, man. Good challenge there by Jarell Hato. Chelsea win the ball back. Here's Cole Palmer. Oh, some of the Chelsea players are putting on a criminal performance, man. Palmer does brilliantly. Look at this run. Oh, Joao Pedro loses his footing again. Pedro needs to change his boots, man. It's the second time that he's losing his footing. Chelsea's attack just non-existent, man. Really, really poor. On to the left-hand side now. Here's Iliman Ndiaye up against Wesley Fofana. Trying to get away from the challenge. Again, this is so comfortable for Everton, man. It just feels like despite Everton not having a single attack, they're more likely of scoring the second goal than Chelsea are with the equaliser. It's a needless foul there by Moises Caicedo. Why is he jumping in there, man? It's so reckless. It's needless. And now Everton have a free kick. Again, where is he going? Why are you trying to nick that ball? It is so irresponsible. Moyes had a poor game. Enzo Fernandez, even worse. What chance do we have, man, when our £100 million players put on a performance like this? It has been terrible, to say the very least. And the fact that he made just the one change, Liam Rossini, just brought on Alejandro Garnacho against a deep block for Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto, for me, is a more useful outlet on the right-hand side than Garnacho is on the left against a deep block. There, I said it. It's not a hot take. It's not controversial. It's just simple as. Garnacho's got Malo Gusto has got 2 goals, so you can't even bring in goals and assists in the Premier League. Oh, Sanchez nearly gets caught. Has the ball crossed the line? Thankfully, it hasn't. He's clattered against the post, but thankfully, he's kept the ball in play. That was a devilish delivery. Thankfully, the ref hasn't pointed to his watch. He could have punched this out here. He decides to catch it. It's got a bit of assistance from the wind by the looks of it. Oh, Sanchez, so risky. Thankfully, he claims. How close is this? I think he's fine. But that was extremely risky from Rob Sanchez. Good claim. But the fact that he clattered against the post and he could have very easily dropped the ball just shows you that the decision making on that occasion was sketchy, to say the least. But Chelsea survive. Sanchez finds Romeo Lavia. A lot of space in the midfield here for Chelsea. Again, the forward movement is just lackluster. Chelsea just slow every attack down, man. We've played with no zip. Why would you want to play against a deep block? I'll never understand. Joao Pedro, Cole Palmer nearly finds Joao Pedro again. That's the first time those two combined, and it led to absolutely nothing. Here's Dewsbury Hall. Finding Iliman Ndiaye. Beto peels away onto the left-hand side. The Senegalese continues his run, but Moises Caicedo tracks it nicely. Chelsea need to up this one some way, somehow. 10 minutes into the second half, and it's been an absolute shit show of a performance. You thought Newcastle was bad. This is somehow getting even worse. How do we keep managing to outdo ourselves in this department? I'll never know. Just call the season off if we drop all 3 points here today. I mean, Brighton and Bournemouth doing us an absolute solid. Somehow, I mean, Bournemouth, they were not even good. They get lucky with the penalty decisions, the red card maybe, but they drag 2 points away from Manchester United. Yes, our target is not to overtake Manchester United, as terrible as that sounds, but they give us a bit of a helping hand. Brighton do the same at the Amex Stadium. Danny Welbeck scoring a brace. And Chelsea decide, yet again, it's time to put on the clown show performance as Romeo Lavia comes off and he's replaced by Andres Santos again. Do we need... It's an underwhelming substitution, if you know what I mean. We need a goal right now. Andres Santos coming on, is that the best way the Chelsea are going to find a goal? No. The subs have been poor from Liam Rossini. I mean, in terms of things he's gotten right, apart from maybe 8 or 9 of the starting 11, I think it just pretty much ends there. It's nothing else, man. Chelsea give the ball away. Andres Santos immediately gives the ball away and Cucurella commits the foul. Chelsea looking to implode from within. Oh, what a terrible game, man. Just stop this Chelsea Football Club, man. Just stop it. When will the torture end? We don't win Everton away. It's not a fixture that I ever look forward to. That, St. James's Park, those two you just know that, yep, Chelsea are just going to do something. Add Old Trafford to it as well, because Chelsea, every time we go to the Old Trafford, we just decide to just throw the games away. Everton away, not anything different. David Moyes has put on a complete clamps on the Chelsea defense. The attack struggling. Everton looking for the second. The man who got the assist for the first goal might deliver this one, or the left foot of Dwight McNeil is the option. It is Gunner instead. Good claim there by Rob Sanchez. Looking for the quick release there. On the right hand side, Chelsea looking for the counter attack. Enzo Fernandez. It's looking like Enzo Fernandez is running on cement. His ball carrying ability is 0, right? So why doesn't he just get rid of the ball? Just find the open man, find the pass, get things moving. The fact that he runs with the ball when he knows that that's nowhere near his top 10 abilities, he needs to come off, man. The fact that Lavia was sacrificed is a bit of a travesty. Chelsea have had nearly 75% of the ball and have done absolutely nothing with it. Jordan Pickford, lawn chair, drink, cigar. And Ramsdale had the same thing at Stamford Bridge last week. I mean, Chelsea are starting to get super toothless in front of goal. It would be the third game that we haven't scored. I mean, Everton, PSG, and Newcastle United. It's a terrible, terrible run. Everton looking threatening here. Beto might get there first. Chelsea somehow managed to clear. Look at Pedro Neto. He's dribbling there. It's so risky. Comes away with the ball. Just puts Enzo Fernandez under pressure, but Enzo deals with it. Here's Alejandro Garnacho. Hasn't really had an impact since coming on, but surprise, surprise. Against a deep block, what do you expect? Here's Enzo Fernandez. Oh, man, we just kill every pace of the attack. What are we going to do? And how are we going to try and create a goal like this? It hasn't worked. Here's Garnacho. It's a soul-crushing defeat, man. It just shows you that no matter what the other teams do, Chelsea will always find a way to outdo them. And in the worst possible manner, in a worse performance than the sides that have dropped points. Aston Villa, hopefully their European commitments render them difficult to play at home. Enzo Fernandez nearly curls one into the corner. Great save there by Jordan Pickford. First time he's been called into action here in the second half. Enzo Fernandez might be wondering what he might have to do here to breach the goalkeeper. Great save there. That was creeping into the corner. Enzo Fernandez with 2 efforts on goal, both brilliantly saved by Jordan Pickford. That was something out of absolutely nothing. 5th corner for Chelsea. Pedro Neto delivers. It's a terrible corner, but he has another opportunity. Finds Cole Palmer in the half space on the right-hand side. Floated in towards the fast take towards Wesley Fofana. It is a terrible pass, and that pretty much encapsulates Cole Palmer's match as well. The fact that he's made these two changes is so underwhelming. It's time to bring on Estevao, man. Why is he on the bench if he's not fit enough to play half an hour? Just put him on the pitch. If he brings on Liam Delap ahead of Estevao Willian, man, it is criminal. It's a great save by Jordan Pickford again. Michael Keane striding forward with the ball. At Cape Baldy, you say that Pickford has beef with Enzo. Surely looks like it. Two outstanding saves. The first one even better. Kukurea jumps in and he's caught in no man's land. Here's Idris Aganagay on the right-hand side. Clever pass here for Beto. It's 2-0. Sanchez, terrible goalkeeping. It goes through him. Everton double their lead. Chelsea. If I speak, I'm in trouble. It is game over. Rob Sanchez, I saw what you did in the first half. You nearly chucked it in. This one is straight at him. Beto hits the silencer again. Chelsea 2-0 down. It has been a terrible week. This is possibly the end of Liam Rossignol. No jokes. The players have done absolutely nothing in the second half. They look crestfallen, bereft of ideas. This is a nightmare. Just look at this, man. What is Kukurea doing there? He's gone jumping in. Idris Aganagay waits for the run to be made. Hato's positioning is terrible. Fofana's possibly even worse. The goalkeeping from Rob Sanchez is criminal. Look, I told you, right? Enzo Fernandez had to come off there. What is he doing there with Marc Cucurella? It all stems from there. Chelsea have enough players back, but it's absolutely comical. Fofana doesn't get anywhere near it. Sanchez isn't strong enough. It squirms through. It's 2-0 to Everton. It is absolutely terrible. Well, Chelsea want to play Champions League football next season, right? What's the point? We played Champions League football this season and PSG put 8 past us in the round of 16. That is a sign of a club that is not serious. So what is the point of playing Champions League football next season? That is a terrible ambition to have here. We have sacked Enzo Maresca. Liam Rossignol, he looks absolutely clueless. You look at his body language in the last 3 games and it's a mess. He looks like a substitute school teacher who's just been thrust into one of the biggest jobs. He's tried to talk his way out of it. We look absolutely clueless going forward, man. Absolutely clueless. It's going to be yet another game where Chelsea failed to find the back of the net. Newcastle at home, PSG at home, and now Everton away. This is terrible. How can the people upstairs keep their jobs? I mean, let's say you want to sack the manager, right? Enzo Maresca had to go, Liam Rossignol has to go. But do you trust the guys upstairs to get the decision right? Absolutely not. A resounding no. They don't. The recruitment has been sketchy, to say the least. They've just been leaning on the likes of Cole Palmer, Joao Pedro, Moises Caicedo. Oh, look at our great recruitment. I mean, look at the money we spent on Caicedo and Joao Pedro. That's 170 million. You better get it fucking right. But the rest, man, you look at our wing options. It's the worst in the league. It's the worst. I would take the Burnley wingers over Pedro Neto, Garnacho and freaking Gittins. What a waste, man. It's 65 minutes on the clock. Chelsea continue doing the same foolishness with the ball here. It is so pedestrian. It is so boring. And something's got to give, man. If change is needed at the top and Chelsea need to have a disaster of a season, then so be it. This is the one. 8-2 in the Champions League, probably in the Conference League this season by the end of it. And then maybe, just maybe, they might wake up. Because if we scam Champions League football, what good does that do for us long term? What? Nothing. It's a plaster over an open wound. The number of problems at Chelsea Football Club is staggering. And these guys have spent £2 billion. And you're going to trust them with yet another war chest? Here's another 100, 200 million. Go spend. Spend on who? They're going to spend on another 18, 19, 20-year-old kids. They're going to keep this model going because they've committed so much into this model, right? They're not going to treat this as a sunk cost now. They're going to double down. They're going to say, this is the model. We're going to stick by it in terms of the performances, in terms of the managers, in terms of the players that we've get. It's absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. 66 minutes on the clock. Everton are popping the ball around. Iliman Ndiaye finds Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall's going to get a victory against his former club. Hey, thanks for the comments, Capbaldi. I'm sure I did read your last comment. And I'm certainly keeping in conversation with my good friend Monish. But yeah, bro, I'm keeping an eye on the comments. As soon as the second goal went in, I concurred with what you said. It was game over. It was game over at 1-0, bro. At 1-0, the way Chelsea came out in the second half, doing absolutely nothing. Liam Rossini thought that, Everton are going to play a nasty deep block in the second half. What are my solutions? Okay, let me have a look at the bench. Garnacho, you come on. Sackable offense. Garnacho cannot play against a deep block. How much more evidence do we need? He's not a kid, man. He's been in the Premier League for like 4 or 5 seasons. He's not a child. We spent 40 million quid. Went to shopping at Manchester United after Jadon Sancho. How is this not self-inflicted sabotage? Somebody explain it to me. Corner for Everton. Chelsea have done absolutely nothing in this match. Somehow, he's bringing on Estevao now, man. Look at this criminal, dude. Why would you bring him on now? What are we going to do in this game? And he's going to try and risk his fitness now. The game, it was there to be risked in the 45-minute mark, maybe even 50-minute mark. Maybe replace Estevao for Enzo Fernandez. Try something different in that midfield area. Laughable. Here's Joao Pedro. Finds Alejandro Garnacho. Look at freaking Garnacho, man. Monish, you say no confidence and conviction. He's got no quality. He's one of the worst dribblers in the Premier League. Facts, right? He doesn't have the footwork. He's relentless. Yes, his attitude is first class, but come on. That is the lowest of low bars. As Joao Pedro looks to find Enzo Fernandez. Saved by Jordan Pickford again. Third save of Enzo Fernandez. Jordan Pickford is absolutely determined of keeping the clean sheet here. It would be the 11th clean sheet here for Everton. Capbaldi says Mr. Manager is forcing players to play his style despite the fact that they are not able to. I mean, what style, Capbaldi? What is our style of football? Please, let me know. It isn't scoring goals, right? That's gone out the window. We've clearly been figured out. We can't keep clean sheets, so we're not a defensively solid side. We're not strong in set pieces. We don't create chances. Joao Pedro, yet again, all his work has been outside the box. Nothing in terms of service for him. Not even a shot where he could have properly just put his boot through it. Nothing. So what is our style of play? What? But what is the style, Monish? We're just passing the ball around from side to side. You can put anybody. Bring the academy players on to do the same thing. They'll do it. Go from side to side. And then we have not played one dink pass. Nothing in terms of inventive play. No 1-2 touch around the box. Nothing. Absolutely not. It's been shambolic, man. And now we bring on Estevao. Yet another wasteful corner. Everton clear. Aman, don't see me like this, man. This club, man. We are sinking lower and lower. 20 minutes remaining. Palmer is all the way back there. And Jordan Pickford has made 2 good saves of Enzo Fernandez, but barring that, in terms of team play, something in terms of clever creations, it's been horrific. Even the subs, man. He's got it all wrong here today. Here's Cole Palmer onto the right-hand side. Estevao Willian, his first touch. Here's the Brazilian. Clever pass there for Cole Palmer. Cutback chance. Out for a corner. Good defending there by Michael Keane. Look at Estevao Willian, man. His first touch in the match. He has done more than Pedro Neto has done for 70 minutes. Clever ball. Nothing too complicated. Great stuff, man. Come on. Estevao needs to deliver this ball into the box. Whips the ball in. Oh, great save. Jordan Pickford. Outrageous save by Pickford. Man, he's on a mission here. Caicedo. Can he get the shot away? Everton pinched the ball back. Caicedo's had a very poor game here for Chelsea today. And now Everton on the counter-attack, looking to add more pain. Clever pass onto the left-hand side, finding Iliman Ndiaye. Onto the left-hand side, he's up against Caicedo. What a strike there by Iliman Ndiaye, but it's straight at Sanchez. Everton looking threatening on the break here. Here's Garnacho. Chelsea need a goal to halve the deficit as quickly as possible. Here's Enzo Fernandez. The cap ball, he says, like in Liga for Strasbourg. He used Mike Penders as our third centre-back. But he wants to do it with Sanchez. That needs to be scrapped, that's for sure. Sanchez's form since Liam Rossini has taken over has just dove off a cliff, man. He was in contentions of being one of our players of the season under Enzo Maresca. That's not a joke, mind you. But since Liam Rossini has come, Rob Sanchez has reverted to type, unfortunately. Ball into the box here, nearly falls to Esteval. He's cleared away. Alberto gets there first. He just shrugs off Wesley Fofana like he wasn't even there, like a little boy. Here's Dwight McNeil. You say it's not a mark of a good manager, then he needs to adapt to the skill set he has. What is the evidence that he is a good manager, Monish? There's nothing on his CV that suggests that. I mean, he has climbed through the ranks, fair play to him, gone through the lower teams, managed Derby and then Hull City, going to Strasbourg, but there's no evidence that he is a good manager. He's there on potential, expectations, nothing more. Oh, risky pass. Pickford clears. Pickford is absolutely determined that he's going to keep this clean sheet here. Yeah, the main guy is out, Capbaldi. James is out and he's possibly out for the season. Hamstring injury, especially at this stage. And the fact that we kept Reece James fit for nearly the entirety of the season was a miracle in itself. But the fact that he's finally broken down in the middle of March just shows you that at least we got to see a large chunk of Reece James this season. But look, Enzo Maresca knew that Reece James cannot be that touchline bombing right back anymore. But Liam Rossini has decided that Reece James is going to play in right back. He has played a couple of games in midfield though. The ones against PSG and then against Newcastle. Both ended in defeat. But other than that, he's very much been right back. So Liam Rossini is hell-bent on it. And he's got the likes of Lavia, Andre Santos and Dario Isugo all now fit. At least to be on the bench at least. So our midfield options are full in terms of the players available. And that's the first time really this season. Esteval, great dribbling again. Esteval, electric stuff this. Gets away from Iliman Ndiaye. Esteval Willian looking for the cutback. Good defending by Everton again. Bodies on the line. Look at Esteval Willian. What is he? A 19-year-old teenager? Look at him go and compare him to the rest of our wingers. That corner hit the crossbar, man. This guy, with 3 actions, has shown you everything that tells us about this club in terms of the other wingers. Electric stuff. Esteval again. It's on the money. Oh, how do we not score that? Somebody's got to get a head on it. What a ball that is. Esteval Willian. This is one of the most electric cameos that we have seen. What a damn shame that it's going to end in defeat. But that ball is a peach. Andre Santos attacking the far stick. Liam Rossini, the performative things that he does, man. Why is he bringing on Tosin? It's 2-0 down. I'm going to lose it. Well, Capbaldi, you say it's a big miss for England, and also Pickford is going to be the goalkeeper for England. And yep, Pickford has been the #1 goalkeeper for a very long time. And neither like Nick Pope, Aaron Ramsdale are good enough to kind of displace him. But Pickford for England certainly is a very good goalkeeper. Solid. Here's Iliman Ndiaye. He's up against chance. Oh, Iliman Ndiaye finds the top corner. It is game over. Everton get the 3rd goal and it's all 3 points. Chelsea fall to another defeat. It's back-to-back defeats. Chelsea keeps sinking. This is getting ugly. Iliman Ndiaye finds the top corner and the difference in their left winger to our left winger is chalk and cheese. It's 3-0. It's shocking. It is absolutely deserved though. We're getting absolutely tonked. 8-2 on aggregate against Paris Saint-Germain. 3-0 down against Everton. And there's still 14 minutes to play. Liam Rosinia will be fortunate to still be in the job come end of the match week here. One ball forward. The defending from Caicedo is not touch tight enough. Everton win the first ball. It is direct football. It is a banger, Cap Baldi. Make no mistake about it. That is top bins. It is a great finish. Oh, that is postage stamp stuff. Wonderful, wonderful goal there by Iliman Ndiaye. That is a proper number 10. Everton hammer Chelsea and they've thoroughly deserved it. Well, Monish, I don't blame you, man. Shut the game. Focus on other things. Friends, family, hobbies. There's a lot of things in life apart from Chelsea Football Club. In a game where Chelsea had to win, Bournemouth, Brighton give us gifts. Thank you very much to Bournemouth and Brighton. And what do Chelsea do? Which Chelsea turns up? The worst version imaginable. 3-0 down, and it does not flatter Everton. That's the best part about this one. The 3-0 scoreline is pretty much spot on. This is beyond anger at this moment. It's just... But, like I said, it's for the greater good. This certainly is for the greater good. Joao Pedro's coming off, most probably. We need to protect him. Look at the two substitutions that are coming on for Chelsea. This will encapsulate Chelsea perfectly. We are 3-0 down and we are bringing on Liam Delap and Tosin Adarabioyo. My Chelsea Football Club. I do not recognize you any longer, man. This is comical to say the very least. When you're going to torture me for the next 12 minutes or so, actually I have no mood to sit through the rest. I'm pretty pissed off. It's 12:30 India time. I have a 7 a.m. alarm. Why should I torture myself for the last 10 minutes plus? Look at Garnacho on the left-hand side, man. It's like a make-a-wish kid, you know. You're just giving him a bit of opportunity. Go out there and play. The fact that Manchester United fans used to say that this guy is going to be the next best thing. Either it's just elite gaslighting or they don't know ball. Or he's regressed to a manner which Chelsea won't be able to recoup anything from the investment. Absolutely nothing. I mean, what are we going to get from him? Cap Baldi, what are we going to do with that one goal as well? What are we going to do? It's beyond a consolation now. It's way past it. I mean, Liam Rosinia looks clueless. The PowerPoint has run out, my friend. You are out of your depth. I mean, you've been thrust into the situation. I don't even blame him, man. What qualifications does he have to be Chelsea manager? It's as simple as that. Our directors, our hierarchy are playing dice. They're gambling. They're playing Russian roulette with Chelsea Football Club. This is diabolical stuff. It's an expensive Russian roulette as well. We've gotten a transfer ban, not a transfer ban, but that suspended transfer sentence, a 10,000 or 10 million pound fine. It's all going to come home to roost, man. And this is of crimes of the previous regime. It's not even tapped into what these guys are doing in terms of shady business. The number of players we have acquired under this new model, and this is what we have in terms of output of. This is what the players that we have. We have 5 good players, man. 5. Estevao looks to find the far corner. 80 minutes on the clock. The fact that Alejandro Garnacho put his arms up like that is the cheek of him. The fucking cheek of him. He is the last one who should be responding like that to a fellow attacker, quote unquote, fucking up. Cap Baldi, Estevao is our golden boy. But he will look at this, and for how long will he tolerate it? Again, you want to see substitutions that encapsulate Chelsea Football Club, right? Everton are 3-0 up and are bringing on Thierno Barry. Chelsea are 3-0 down and are bringing on Liam Delap. End of conversation, end of story. Beto scored 2 goals. He's pulled out the silencer on both occasions, a la LeBron James. Everton. Cap Baldy, you're absolutely right, man. Garnacho, just like Manchester United, living off moments. That does not fly at Chelsea Football Club. We have watched Eden Hazard on that left-hand side for 7 years. You are not fooling any Chelsea fan who has watched Hazard week in, week out with this kind of bog-standard Bush League stuff. I mean, we've got Garnacho and Delap on the pitch. Why am I even doing... This is the front three that ended the PSG game. It was Neto, Garnacho and Pedro Neto. Neto, Garnacho and Liam Delap. What the fuck, man? 120 million quid. Those three cost. I kind of want Chelsea to get a transfer ban as well, because I don't want our hierarchy, the directors of football, to get money to spend, man. Just look from within, look at Cobham, and maybe, just maybe, things might improve. Because if you give these criminals money, they will commit more financial fraud and crimes. My word. Look at my club, Aman. I never turn off Chelsea games. I've never have. But look at what they're making me do. I'm staying here just to kill time. I've not said anything about the game, man. This has been so poor. You're taking the piss now, man. You're just pissing me off. They get one before 85. It's game on. You are taking the piss, my friend. And you're only allowed to do so because you guys are top of the league. Otherwise, I ain't listening to bullshit like this. If you watch the same 82 odd minutes as I have, and the cheek for you to come into the comments and say shit like that, this pisses me off. But good gaslighting, my friend. I like it. Rage bait. Chelsea looks so clueless, man. There's 7 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Cap Baldy, if Enzo leaves this team, so what? Isn't he part of the problem? Which Chelsea player is saying that I'll give you Cole Palmer, I'll give you Moises Caicedo, Joao Pedro, Reece James, Estevao, and from there, if anybody else leaves at Chelsea Football Club, I'm possibly going to add Josh Achimpong to the list as well, because I'm a big fan of him, but Chelsea's treatment of him has been garbage. Another gripe with the managers, everybody with the club. But apart from those 5 players, Cap Baldy, anybody leaves, great. If we get 100 million from Enzo Fernandez, I'm going to snap their arm off. I know that Real Madrid have this Enzo Fernandez obsession, right? If they give us anywhere near that figure, thank you. Give the money. Again, do not be fooled by Enzo Fernandez just with his goals and assists. Yes, this is his most prolific season. He scored some cracking goals. He's had some wonderful performances as well. But in terms of consistency, can you, hand on heart, tell me before match day which Enzo Fernandez is going to show up? You can't, because he doesn't know either. Can we bet on people like that in terms of consistency? No, we simply can't. And we're seeing regression. I mean, I'm looking at Cole Palmer, man, and I really hope that he's just recovering from his groin injury. Look at Palmer there with the shot on his left foot. It's so bad. It's almost comical. Everton have Chelsea exposed here, and they could make it worse. This could be 4. Chelsea backpedaling. Enzo Fernandez is the last man. Dewsbury Hall skips past him. Dewsbury Hall with the strike. Oh, Enzo Fernandez showcasing his poor defensive work. He got back into position, but Dewsbury Hall just breezes past him like he's a traffic cone. Look at that. It's a terrible child. The fact that he lunges in like that just shows you that Chelsea's out of possession play is just a joke, man. Under 5 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. That's the thing, Cap Baldy. Find his balance. You tell me, which is his best position? Is he a 6? Is he an 8? Is he a 10? Which position can you definitely tell me that Enzo Fernandez fits in that position? He can't play as a 6. He'll get bypassed defensively like he does not exist. Yes, he's got the passing range, but he can't do that role. Not to what Moises Caicedo can do. Caicedo is an absolute fixture there. So then what do we have next? Double pivot alongside him. We tried that, but it doesn't seem to be working. His best ability seems to be crashing the box, scoring goals. So we have to play him as a number 10. How many assists does he have as a number 10? Absolutely very few. He scores goals great, but in terms of picking the lock, it hasn't been there. Letting Maresca go was a big mistake. We've crumbled. Liam Rossini is a scam artist. He has no clue. None of the players are behind him or willing to fight for him. I cannot disagree with a single line there, Monish. Not a single one there. Now, Liam, Enzo Maresca was gone not for footballing reasons. I strongly believe that. It's because of the jabs that he had at the boardroom. I think it was that loss against... No, it was a win against Everton. I remember that game. It was the corresponding fixture, man. We won 2-0 and Enzo Maresca took a shot at those upstairs. And then he was dead man walking. Then we go on this terrible run in January. The board was just looking for a bit of an excuse to sack him. They sacked him. They hired Liam Rossini. This is Graham Potter 2.0, but somehow it feels that's even worse. I mean, I won't say worse because the Graham Potter season was one for the books. One that I've completely blocked out of my memory, but this is getting ugly, man. I mean, the fact that we gave Liam Rossini a 6-year contract, I mean, who's in charge of stuff like this, man? Like, how are you thinking? How is that logical? Considering our system, the model that we have, the number of managers that we have sacked. I mean, Maresca, Pochettino, Liam Rossini. That's 3 managers, the likes of Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo, Cole Palmer, have all been under. I mean, it's either that they're sacking the manager or the managers that have come are just not good enough. Either way, it's terrible. And this is the problem that Manchester United have had as well. Their players have been responsible for sacking so many managers, but they're still there. The manager keeps changing. They get the managerial appointment wrong. The players keep coming on because they say the manager isn't good enough. So it's a nightmare of a cycle. It's never ending. And if these guys are just going to keep spending money and hoping that the next kid is going to save us, we're in for a real shock, man. If you say Rossini has to go after this one, I don't disagree. I said it at halftime. It just felt like one of those 45 minutes that if Liam Rossini cannot salvage this, he has to go. And it's not being short-sighted or just results-oriented. It's 2 wins out of 7, mind you, in the Premier League. It is diabolical at this stage of the season when everybody around us are giving us charitable drops of points. Chelsea have begun their own charity this season and have absolutely shot themselves in the foot time and time again. Amarim is available. Pep if he leaves City. You think Pep Guardiola is going to come to this shit show? Pep Guardiola demands ideal conditions to be a football manager. He demands the best of the best in terms of the players, the recruitment, the structure around him. He looks at the clowns that Chelsea have employed. You think he's going to come anywhere near it? The fact that Chelsea can't go into the market and attract a top manager says everything that you need to know. If you say Enzo Maresca was top, right, Chelsea lucked onto him. I mean, he was a manager in the Championship, mind you, and Leicester's wage bill was way higher than the rest. The fact that Enzo Maresca won the Championship with Leicester isn't a thing to laud about considering those circumstances. It is expected. But yes, Chelsea took a bold decision, went for him. We get him. We have relative success. We chuck him. And now we have gotten so much worse that Champions League football next season should not even be a conversation. These guys do not deserve Champions League football. I'm not just talking about the players. I'm talking about everybody associated with Chelsea Football Club. Each and every one of them. Look at the dross they have accumulated over a period of time. Since Everton have scored the 3rd goal, I have not said anything commentary-wise. It's not just because I wanted to make rants. I'm keeping a close eye on the game. I've got my left eye on the game. Chelsea have done fuck all since Everton got the 3rd goal. Liam Rossini looks absolutely clueless. You almost want somebody to just take him out of the job, put him out of his misery. Oh my word, it's been dog shit. Well, you're saying maybe look at the likes of Cesc or Xabi Alonso, Xavi. Again, all 3 managers who certainly have promise and they certainly have aspects about them. But Cesc Fabregas at Como, he's got the most perfect job. I mean, he pretty much controls everything at the club. Why not just chomp his bit, learn his trade, maybe play a bit of European competitions with Como? They're having a fantastic season in Serie A. What are they, 6th or 7th? It's absolutely ridiculous considering Como's humble beginnings. He's showing he's a top coach. But again, he needs time, man. Chelsea cannot go into next season with another novice manager. We're playing Russian roulette, man. This is diabolical stuff from Chelsea. It is all self-inflicted. If Chelsea didn't have money, right, and then Chelsea was sanctioned and all these problems happen, you could say, oh, I wish we could throw money at the problem. But, jeez, man, we've thrown so much money and everything seems to be going tits up. Liam Rosinha, he should just go into the change room, man. He's just been there, hand on chin in the second half. The subs he's made has not affected the game whatsoever. This is one of the most dire games of football that I've ever watched. And the fact that I got excited for this match, because the only reason I got excited for this match is because Manchester United and Liverpool drop points. We do it in spectacular fashion. Well, there you go. Como on 4th. And yes, Cap Baldy, I am streaming the Carabao Cup final tomorrow. Arsenal versus Manchester City. The hate watch will be strong. Arsenal looking for their first title, and it will be a psychological advantage. Everton are queuing up for the 4th here. This is going to be comedy. Tosin clears. The fact that Enzo Fernandez has lasted 92 minutes is an indictment. Look at him trying to dribble, man. And that he's trying to feign an injury as well. Enzo Fernandez, get off the pitch. Just get off the pitch, man. Just please. You're embarrassing yourself. You're wearing the captain's armband. You're embarrassing yourself. I mean, that's the thing. It's life after put. Oh, by the way, Cap Baldy, Como on 4th. That's crazy. And we are coming nowhere near 4th. Don't worry about that. The fact that we won't finish 5th either. Brentford are going to be level on points with us if they win their game in hand. Forget about 4th. It's a joke. Why should we play Champions League football next season? Are we going to win it? No. So what's the point of being in it? What a fucking waste, man. And that is life after Roman, I mean. Yeah, Putin invading Ukraine was such a catastrophe. And the fact that the British government had the final say is the biggest criminal aspect there. Cap Baldy, which team am I going to support tomorrow? I'm always anti-Arsenal, man. You know that. If it's Arsenal versus Manchester United, I may support Arsenal. But other than that, I can't. I can't do it with Arsenal. They don't need my support. I'm there with hate in my heart for them. But Arsenal look like a well-oiled machine, man. Even if they don't play well, they're getting the job done. They're getting the job done with clean sheets. They just have the know-how to win football games. And you just need that, man. Just the know-how. That's good enough. Stay strong defensively. You're strong with set pieces. That's the thing, Cap Baldy. Mudryk is back in training. Our football club has fallen so far to the ground that we are hoping that Misha is going to come back and save that left wing spot. That's the only bit of hope that we have left. And it's going to take a player that was hooked for doping to come and try and save us on that left wing spot. It's comical, man. It's absolutely comical. Chelsea Football Club are sinking to the newest of new lows. Irung Bonham should have made it 4 for Everton. I think Sanchez with a very good save there through the bottom corner. Oh, there's 20 seconds of stoppage time remaining. Please blow the full-time whistle. I need to get the hell out of here, man. Well, that was a big call, Aman. Pulling out of Mudryk and going for Trossard. For all of the faults that Leandro Trossard has, he is a clutch player for him. The number of big goals he scored for Arsenal, critical. He started the season very nicely as well. Yes, he's tapered off, but he has been fantastic, man. We're not going to believe in him like Manchester United believe in Greenwood, but the full-time whistle has blown at the Hill Dickinson Stadium, and it's been an absolutely disgraceful performance from Chelsea. It has been a nightmare week. 2 wins out of 7 in the Premier League. Beaten by Newcastle at home. Paris Saint-Germain put 3 past us without reply at Stamford Bridge to make it 8-2 on aggregate, and Chelsea respond with a 3-0 spanking at the Hills Dickinson Stadium against Everton. Everton are 2 points behind us. This is turning into a joke. Somebody needs to take control of our football club, man. We're losing it. This is absolutely shocking. Beto scored a brace. Iliman Ndiaye found the top corner in sensational fashion. Everton put 3 past Chelsea, and Liam Rossignol looking clueless on the sidelines. Well, after Everton scored the third goal, Chelsea didn't even come close to the consolation prize. Yes, Jordan Pickford made 2 outstanding saves of Enzo Fernandez, but other than that, it was shocking. You look at the league table, how are we just 1 point behind Liverpool? I will never understand. Chelsea somehow have a glimmer of hope. We still have to go to Anfield, mind you. Estevao, he's the only player who can put his head up high in that cameo he played. He was the only one who looked like trying. Rob Sanchez chucked one in. He nearly chucked one in the first half as well. Shocking performance from him. The entire back 4. Hang your heads in shame. That was disgusting. The midfield, the worst I've seen. The forward line, completely impotent. The players that came off the bench made no impact, barring Estevao Willian. It is another weekend to forget for Chelsea. How many times will I keep saying this after every Chelsea game? A weekend to forget, an opportunity to capitalize, and we have absolutely squandered it. And this time, we didn't just squander it, we squandered it in spectacular fashion. We are now starting to get trounced in football games. We have lost games under Enzo Maresca, but now we're starting to get smashed. PSG put 8 past it. Everton do not score 3 goals such as that, man. Especially at home. Especially against a team supposed to be a big team like Chelsea. We have just gone out there and bent over. David Moyes has taken Liam Rossignol to school and then back home. It is completely emphatic. Unacceptable from a Chelsea point of view. Match week 31 ends with Chelsea on 48 points. Let's do the math here. There's 7 more games, 21 more points. At best, Chelsea can get 6. There is no way Chelsea cracked the 60-point mark. Are we going to get 4 wins here? I can't see how Chelsea get 4 wins from here. Everton are 2 points behind us. If Brentford win their game in hand, they are level on points with Chelsea Football Club, losing their manager, losing their key players, and can be level on with Brentford. This is terrible. Well, Premier League experience definitely counts. I mean, Chelsea said, hold my beer after they saw Liverpool and United drop points. And the manner at which they dropped the points, man, it's been shocking. Capbaldi says we're going to get smacked by Manchester City and United if we play like this. You know, the best part about this result is I don't even give a shit about those 2 games anymore. If he gets smacked, so be it. I mean, what's going to change? Nothing. So, absolutely not. It's been terrible, man. Absolutely terrible. Iliman Ndiaye takes a victory lap, and Aman, you want a rant compilation after this? I think after the 60-minute mark, I didn't say a single word about the football, so there will be a big chunk. Let me review this tomorrow. I'll go through the film tomorrow and see if I can make a compilation. And if I do, better go through it. It's going to be a long one. Definitely, if I'm going to make one, because I'm not going to be able to try and cut out the bits. There's so much wrong with Chelsea that you just want to make a compilation and be thorough about it. Each and every player, barring Estevao Willian. Fuck off, man. Are we going to win the Sydney Super Cup, Capbaldi? If we do, good for us. More silverware for us. It's been absolutely shit, man. Guys, I thank you a lot for your support, man. Every time you tune into my stream, it fills my heart with joy. Despite Chelsea putting hate in my heart, you guys help me out a lot. It's so enjoyable watching the stream with you guys. Tune in. I'll be live for the Carabao Cup final tomorrow. It's Arsenal versus Manchester City. It is a big, big game, and I hope that game brings me a little bit more joy in terms of the football, because Chelsea, in terms of a spectacle, absolutely shat the bed there. Terrible stuff. See you guys, man. See you tomorrow. Good night, Aman. Thanks a lot, Capbaldi, for joining the stream. Hope you subscribed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. London is blue, Aman. Until you win the Champions League twice, London will always be blue. See you guys.